So hello everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how to create and label contour maps in ArcGIS Pro. So now let's get started. So to create a contour map in ArcGIS Pro, first we're going to navigate to this option called analysis section here, and in that we're going to click this option called tools, and a new window pops up here which is called geoprocessing, and in that we're going to click this option called toolbox. And in the toolbox here, we're going to navigate to this option called Spatial Analysis Tool. So right here, Spatial Analysis Tool, I'm going to click this arrow, and in that we're going to navigate this tool called Surface. And here we have this tool called Contour. So I'm going to click this tool. So you can go through the basics about this particular tool here. So the contour is a spatial analysis tool, creates a feature class of contour from a raster surface. And in the table of content section, we have a DEM raster. So this is our DEM here. You can able to see the elevation ranges from 32 to 894 meters. And now we're going to get back to the contour tool here. In the input raster, I'm going to select this particular raster called my DEM raster, that is bufferdem.tif. And once you selected the input feature, the next step is you have to choose an output file location where you could like to save this particular file. So to save to your suitable folder location, so I'm going to click this option called browse here. So I'm going to select this particular option. So right now I have a folder here, so I'm going to navigate to my suitable folder, and I'm going to save it as and here I'm going to mention as DEM contour 80. So 80 is I'm going to give it a spacing as 80. So now I have selected my suitable file folder location. The next is a contour interval. So now the contour interval I'm going to give it as 80. And next is we're going to leave the base contour as 0 and the z factor as 1. And we have another option called contour types here. So we have 4 different types here, starting with contour, contour polygon, contour shell, and contour shell up. So we're going to select the default option here, which is contour, and leave the rest as the default. So we're going to run this and let us visualize the result. So right now we have our result here. You can able to see this particular the contour lines here. So we're going to turn off this DEM raster, and you can view it more clearly. So I can also change the color. So we're going to click this option. So you're going to left click. You will have a set of options that is available here. And similarly, you can right click on this, and you can select red color. For example, now it is more clear. You can also select a different color of your choice. For example, you can select blue. So now it is even more clear. And I'm going to turn back the DEM here. And the link for how to download this particular DEM will be given in the description. So you can download the DEM from the official websites like USGS Earth Explorer. The link will be given in the description. And I'm going to zoom in here. So if you've never seen a contour before, or maybe you haven't heard of it, so maybe you have heard it as a contour. It is a topographic map. So in case if you don't have the digital elevation model, instead we can use these contours to see what's the elevation in an area is. So these line which indicates the elevation in an area, and each line which stays in the same elevation. For example, let us consider this particular line, and this particular line will stay at same elevation in all the areas. So these lines will be represented as an imaginary line with equal elevation. So it's like if you follow this line, you will stay on the same elevation. And in case if you're between the two lines, you reach somewhere in between those elevation, those lines of elevations. So now let us label this line here. So we're going to navigate to this DEM contour layer. So I'm going to right click, and I'm going to navigate to this option called symbology. So from here you can select your suitable primary symbology, but by default I'm going to right click on this layer, and I'm going to select this option called label. and the contour, the numbering will appear indicating each of the lines elevation. So I'm going to click this option called label. So right now here I can able to see this particular line. So this particular line which represents an elevation of 163. So all this line will have the equal elevation of 163. So it is an imaginary line of equal elevation. And similarly, this set of line will be represented at the elevation of 68 meters. And this set of line will be represented as an elevation of 67 meters. And before that, let me check whether this particular number represents a contour number or not. So to check that, first we're going to navigate to the layers, and I'm going to right click, and we're going to navigate to this option called properties. And in the properties, we have to navigate to this option called display section here. So in that, you can able to see the display field is currently is ID. So in that, make sure that you select contour. So now we can apply, and we're going to click OK. So another way of accessing the field is through navigating through this top section here. And in that, make sure that you are in analysis window, and we're going to select this option called labeling. And in that, you have this option called label ID, the field you can able to see which states ID. So I'm going to click this option. I'm going to click this down arrow button, and I'm going to select contour. And right now the number is kind of making sense here. So I can able to see the numbers has changed here. So this particular line which represents an elevation of 320 meters, and this set of line which represents an elevation of 480. And now it kind of making sense here once we have changed this field ID to contour here. So it's kind of correct now. So we have mentioned an interval of 80 meters. So this particular line which represents an elevation of 400 meters, and this particular line which represents an elevation of 480, and this particular line which represents an elevation of 560, which is correct. A correct interval from 400 to 480, 480 to 560. And let me turn on the digital elevation model here. So in the digital elevation model, you can able to see all the white areas as represents the higher elevation areas, high elevated areas, and the darker areas which represents the lower elevated areas. So from the symbology, you can able to clearly visualize the white area which has the highest elevation, and the black area which represents the lowest elevated areas. So which you can able to see from here. And also from the contour numbers, it is clear. So it has the elevation of 720, and this particular area, the color, so this has an elevation of around 240. You can able to see the elevation. Now this line is 160. So right now we have gotten a contour of around 80 meter spacing contour. So now next we're going to get a contour of 40 meters. So to get in a contour of 40 meter interval, first we're going to navigate to the geoprocessing tool. In that, we're going to select the contour, and in the input raster, make sure that you select our DEM data, and followed by, so select your output folder location. For example, I'm going to mention as a 40. So it's going to be a 40 meters contour interval, and make sure that you mention the contour interval as 40. And leave the rest as the default, and run this. So now we're going to get a 40 meter contour interval. So right now we got a result here, which is DEM contour 40. So we're going to change the color of this particular one. So for example, we're going to change to red color, and let me place the 80 meter contour over it. So right now I can able to see both the contours here. So we have both the red, that is 40 meter interval contour, and the blue one is a 80 meter contour interval. So you can able to see both the contour lines. So basically the red, the 40 meter contour is in a higher resolution topographic map that in some cases is a little more cluttered. So let me show you that. I'm going to zoom out here, and I can able to see the red one here. Let me turn off the blue. So it's look kind of cluttered. So sometimes we think more resolution is better, but so basically if you zoom out to a whole area, you might actually want the 80 meter contour. That is the 80 meter contour interval. or even a less precise set of contours on your map. So now we know how to create a contour in ArcGIS Pro. So the next step is we should know how to label them. So to label them, I'm gonna use the DEM contour 80. I'm gonna turn off the DEM contour 40. So now to label this contour, first we're gonna navigate to this layer, the contour 80 meters, and I'm gonna right click, and we're gonna navigate to this particular option called labeling properties. And here the first option is completely is based on the label expressions, and followed by we have SQL, and next option is we have the visibility range. So now we're gonna click this second option called symbols. So once you're in this window called label class, which represents the contour DEM contour 80 meters. So the first option is we have this option called appearance. In that we have this font name. So right now I've selected to new Times New Roman. So we can select your different fonts according to your choice. For example, let me select symbols, and make sure that you click this option called apply. So now the number changes, and similarly you can select the different fonts of your choice here. And here we have this font called Tahoma. So I'm going to select that, and I'm going to click apply, and the font changes here. You can able to see the number, and followed by the second option is the font style. So the font style I can select as a bold or regular. For example, I'm going to select as a bold, and I'm going to click apply. So right now you can able to see all the contour numbers are in bold, and followed by the size here. The size they're going to select to 12, and I'm going to click apply. So you can able to see the size increased, or you can get back to the default value of 10 here, and I'm going to select 10, and I'm going to click apply. And the next option that is available, which is the text fill symbols here. For example, I'm going to select we have this polygon symbol, the different polygon symbols. For example, I'm going to select this particular one, and you can change the color. For before that, let me show you that. So once I pressed it, the number, the value, the color here changes here. And the next step, we have another option called color. So I'm gonna select a color here, for example red, and I'm gonna click apply. And right now you can able to see the color red. And let me select the text fill symbols. So the text fill symbol, I'm gonna get back to the default symbology here, and I'm gonna click apply. And you can select any color of your choice. So, but I'm gonna select back to the default one, and I'm gonna click apply. And the next is we have another option called the outline color. So for example, I'm gonna select to an yellow, and I'm gonna click apply. So you can select the outline color of your choice. So I'm going to get back to the default color, and next to the outline width. So for example, I'm going to increase the spacing, and I'm going to select the color right now. You can able to see. I'm going to click apply, and right now you can able to see the color here. It's kind of a bit higher. So let me try to reduce it. We're going to mention as 0.5, and let me click apply. And right now you can be able to see the outline color, which is more clear. And also you can select a different outline color for your choice. For example, you can select yellow, and I'm going to click apply. And I'm going to leave it as the default value here, for example 0, and I'm going to click apply. And you can go through the other different options that is available. For example, we have this option called positions, and followed by the rotation and halo. So for example, let me show you the halo option here. So currently I'm going to select to this particular one, and next step, once you selected that, I'm going to click this option to apply. And you can able to see this color here, the symbology, the white color, which appears around this contour value, the white color. So you can also apply different colors to it, for example yellow. And we have our other options like shadow, and you can go for call out, You can go through this different options that is available. And next is we're going to focus on the placement options here. So you can navigate to the positions. So right now we have this different placement options that is available. So first we have selected the position option, and that we are in the placement. So currently selected to regular placement. So I can go through the second option, which is street placement. So you can able to see the difference here. First it was regular placement. Now it is in street placement. And next is we're going to select a street address placement. So the street address placement looks like this. And next is the contour placement. So this is a kind of perfect one. So I can able to see the contour values placed between the lines here. You can able to see it more clearly now. And we can also go through a third option, last option, which is the river placement. So the river placement is kind of over the contour line. So we're going to stick back to the contour placement option here, which is kind of good. And also you can make some changes to the label angle here by increasing or decreasing this arrow. You can go through this, you go through the options here. And next is we have another option called centered straight. So right now it is in central straight. So we're going to make it a central horizontal. So now it is in central horizontal. You can able to see the values are aligned in this way. So kind of in a horizontal way you can able to see the values here. And next is I'm gonna select centered curved. So it is kind of this is the option called centered curved option. And I'm gonna leave it back to the default one, centered straight. And I'm gonna zoom in here. So we have three different options. One is centered horizontal, and the second option is centered straight, and the last one is a centered curve. And the next is the orientation, and the last one is a spread label. So you can basically explore the other options that is available in this label windows. So once you made it selected the required options, we're going to get back to the class option here. So once you all made it all the required options, make sure that you click apply option to apply the symbology. So in this video I have shown you how to create and label a contour maps in ArcGIS Pro. So thanks for watching, and make sure that you subscribe to our channel and give us a like.